God bless you. Happy weekend. Trust your weekend is going fine. Yes, a quick one. I want to tell you a short story. When I was in secondary school, I had this not so fancy bag, but I liked my bag. My bag wasn't a designer bag, but I loved my bag. It wasn't a normal bag that you carry on your back. In fact, it was my grandmother that gave me that bag. But I loved the bag. I cherished the bag. And I carried it with so much grace. For those of you that went to secondary school, I mean boarding school, a typical boarding school like prep time when our coordinators are not there. Students get to be naughty, throwing your things on the floor, and I get to the prep and I see my bag on the floor. Nobody is reading that day. I was a bit naughty then. Like, who put my bag on the floor? Da, 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 da. So I carry my bag with so much grace. One day something happened. When I got to the door of my classroom, I already sighted my bag on the floor. But before I got to my seat, somebody had placed it back on my chair. Now, you might say that the person did not want trouble. They wanted peace. Whichever way then, because of the value I placed on my bag, because I've made them to see that my bag is not a trash that should be thrown on the floor, some people began to see my bag in the light of which I was seeing the bag. Child of God, how do you see yourself? What value do you place on yourself? Can I announce to you that the story of the bag I just said now is nothing compared to the value that God has placed upon us. He placed the value of his only begotten Son, blood, upon us. Jesus shed his blood for us. So, as many of you that are not working in the reality of this identity, I want to tell us that we are shortchanging ourselves. We are blood brought and blood washed. The Bible says that we are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a peculiar person, a holy nation. And what have we been called to do? To show forth the praises of him who has called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Child of God, Alpha, are you showing forth the praises of God in your dealings? Do you see that value upon yourself? Do you even treat yourself as such that you're royalty? Or do you allow the economy to dictate the way you act, the way you believe? See, in the Christendom, we do not walk by sight. We believe, then we see. The people of the world will say, seeing is believing. To us, believing is seeing. Christ gave his blood for you. He gave his blood for me. So we are not just ordinary. We are special. Walk in that reality. The Lord bless you. There's a value upon your life. Shalom.